Money controls more of your life than you realize. Not because of math, not because of spreadsheets, but because of you. Your fears, your ego, your childhood, your hidden beliefs. This is the psychology of money. And once you see it clearly, you'll never look at wealth the same way again. Inspired by Morgan Housel's book, The Psychology of Money, let's uncover the strange truths about money that most people miss. Chapter 1. Your financial DNA. Money isn't numbers, it's memory. Think about it. Two people can look at the exact same stock market and see completely different realities. Why? Because their lives shaped their lens. If you were born in 1970, you watched the market explode during your youth. You probably see investing as opportunity. If you were born in 1950, you saw stagnation. You likely see investing as risk. If you grew up in the 1960s, inflation scarred you. If you grew up in the 1990s, inflation barely mattered. Same market, different stories, different behaviors. Housel puts it simply. People do some crazy things with money, but no one is crazy. We all act rationally, according to our own life story. And that story becomes your financial DNA. Chapter 2. The Dirty Secret of Compounding. Here is a number that should shock you. $81.5 billion of Warren Buffett's $84.5 billion fortune came after he turned 65. The secret wasn't just skill, it was time. Buffett started investing at age 10. That gave him decades for the quiet, invisible force of compounding to do its work. Imagine two Buffetts, one who started early, letting his money grow for a lifetime, one who waited until age 30. Same intelligence, same investment returns. Yet the second Buffett would have been worth about $11.9 million instead of $84 billion. That's not a typo. That's the brutal math of compounding. It's not about being the best. Jim Simons, for example, achieved returns far greater than Buffett's. But he started late, which is why his fortune is smaller. The lesson? Skill matters, but time matters more. Chapter 3. Why we love pessimism. Bad news grabs us faster than good news. A 40% stock market crash makes headlines. A 140% gain over a decade barely makes a whisper. It's the same reason a plane crash dominates the news, while the millions of safe flights go unnoticed. Tragedy is loud. Progress is quiet. With money, this creates a bias toward pessimism. But step back. Over time, humanity improves. Economies grow. Innovation thrives. The truth? Optimism is the most realistic stance, because over long stretches of time, the odds tilt in your favor. Chapter 4. Luck, Risk, and Bill Gates' 1 in a million shot. In 1968, out of 300 million teenagers on Earth, only 300 attended a school in Seattle with access to a rare computer. One of them was Bill Gates. That 1 in a million stroke of luck shaped Microsoft, but the story also includes tragedy. Gates' close friend Kent Evans, equally brilliant, died young in a mountaineering accident, a 1 in a million risk. Luck and risk are siblings. They steer our lives in ways we can't fully control. Talent matters, but so do the winds and waves of chance. Recognizing this makes us humble. It reminds us that success isn't just earned, sometimes it's granted. Chapter 5. The Real Key to Happiness. Why do we chase money? To be happy. But here's Housel's insight. Happiness is control over your time. Not the house, not the car, not the title. The freedom to wake up and do what you want, when you want, with who you want, that's wealth. If you sacrifice all your time chasing money, you're filling a bucket with a hole in it. It will never stay full. Chapter 6. Tail Events. The power of the few most fortunes aren't built evenly. They're built on a handful of rare, explosive wins. Long tails. Heinz Berggruen collected thousands of paintings. Most were worthless. A few Picassos changed his life. Amazon launched dozens of failed products, but Prime and AWS alone made it a giant. Even comedians test thousands of bad jokes to deliver one perfect Netflix special. Warren Buffett made hundreds of investments, yet only 10 made most of his wealth. The hidden truth. You don't have to be right all the time. You just need to be right once in a while, with the right bet. Chapter 7. Rich versus wealthy. Being rich is what people see. Being wealthy is what they don't see. The Lamborghini might be leased, the mansion might be drowning in debt. True wealth is invisible. It's the money not spent, the assets compounding quietly in the background. Self-control builds wealth. Flashy spending destroys it. Chapter 8. The price of admission. Every investment has a cost. Not in dollars, in emotions. Volatility, fear, uncertainty. That's the real price of returns. Too many people try to steal the car, to get rewards without risk, timing the market, dodging downturns, chasing shortcuts, but you can't cheat the price of admission. To enjoy the view from the mountaintop, you have to climb through the storms. Chapter 9. The Hedonic Treadmill. Here's the trap. Every time you get more, you want more. The new car becomes normal. The promotion fades. The mansion becomes small compared to someone else's. Bernie Madoff and Rajat Gupta had everything. But enough was never enough. And it destroyed them. Wealth without contentment is just hunger in disguise. The real question isn't how much can I get, it's how much is enough. The psychology of money isn't about spreadsheets or formulas. It's about you, your memories, your behaviors, your patience, and your definition of enough. Because in the end, financial success is less about what you know and more about how you behave. If this opened your eyes to the hidden psychology of money, imagine what else you're missing. Subscribe to the Perception Loop for more deep dives into the paradoxes, illusions, and hidden forces shaping your mind and your world. And if you found value here, drop a comment with your biggest money realization. I read them all, and your insight might spark the next video.